want a single nigga. Now, give me the marriedest nigga you can find.
Bitch, if you a girl's girl, why don't you share your nigga, bitch?
We could have multiple siblings that we love. We love both parents. To love all of these people. But however, when we get into a romantic relationship, it has to be only this person, the possessiveness of it.
Because remember that if that is someone's wife, that wife, girlfriend, knows that man intimately.
At this point, you tired of looking. I'ma just take one of y'all niggas.
Night.
I don't think you can handle both of us.
Who can? Oh my God, excuse me, miss. I just want to let y'all know, I don't know who to pick, but y'all both are some beautiful squirrels. Y'all are both gorgeous.
Squirrels?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I like the way y'all look, and I like the way y'all style is. Look, I'm about to ask a bold question.
Do you want to see how I eat nuts?
How you eat nuts?
You said I was a squirrel.
I like that one. Look, look, I'm a...
Those girls are ready to give it all. See, the thing is, I'll tell a man any day, but I won't say this because of your sake of you making it to the Lord. But in my past, when I'm running around and girls are saying things like that, they're ready. I'm just saying they're ready. Why do you think so many men are like, it's not a judgment that men are doing. It's not judgment. It's what they will allow, what they will do. You can't wonder why men are like this now. Why so many men are done with dating.
Be completely honest with y'all. I'm a little tipsy, but I want to have a threesome with both of y'all tonight.
I don't think you can handle both of us.
Who can? I promise you I can handle both of y'all.
You kind of skinny.
What? I got mad energy. I promise I can handle both of y'all. Matter of fact, give me your number real quick.
The other girl was considering. You saw her face. She like, they've done this before.
And let's link. What y'all about to get into tonight?
What is you about to get into tonight?
I'm trying to get into y'all tonight.
Is this for real?
I'm dead serious. I'm trying to get into both of y'all tonight.
Alright, I got you.
Like niggas?
Yes. Is that something that y'all would be down to do though, for real? You would be down to do something like that?
Call the phone, see what happens.
How about you? Think about it. I'm for real.
I'm here. What he said? I'll fuck you right out. And I'm just waiting. Wait, what's that bestie song?
Bet, let me get a hug,
You
bro.
and your best friend?
No, I'm for real trying to get up on that. Y'all text me, alright?
Got you.
I'm dead serious. I'm gonna hit y'all up later.
Hey, bye, Spider.
Alright, bet. Be safe.
Oh, he's gonna...
No, that's crazy.
Guys, if they weren't ready, I know that you're ready. How can a man take dating serious when this is happening? See, they probably very well have men at home saying, oh, baby, I love you. I think you're so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Doing that, right? And they can't wait to get a guy talking to them like this. Check this out.
20 y'alls. At this point, you tired of looking. I'ma just take one of y'all niggas. So hold that nigga real tight, okay? Thank you.
Telling you to hold your man real tight. And there's a reason why they want the guy that's with someone is because they know for sure they're gonna get what they want.
Ladies, let me give you all a piece of advice, right? And some of y'all might not want this, y'all might not think I'm saying anything that's relevant to you, but you might find yourself in a situation that this is relevant, right? Before you give yourself props, tap on the shoulder, thumbs up, that you are stealing someone's man, make sure, and I mean make sure, that you know exactly what you're stealing, eh? Because remember that if that is someone's wife or that is someone's husband, that wife, girlfriend, knows that man intimately, intimately, and knows exactly who she is sleeping with, and whether willfully or not has chosen to stay there. right? So when you think you are stealing or you have stolen someone's man, you might have just stolen the devil incarnate from that woman, and she is celebrating. Thank you. Thank you. Right? Because a lot of men purport that they are this and they are that and they are all of the things, when in fact they are none of those things at all, to any degree. And at the end of the day, a man will tell you whatever he needs to get you to do what he wants you to do. Manipulation at its best. And if you as a person are weak-minded, desperate, they will prey, P-R-E-Y, on that desperation that is evident in your behavior, and they will use that against you. Always. And I said always. And in always. And I'm a girl's girl through and through. But if you choose to steal somebody's man, make sure you do your due diligence now. Ask his friends. Reach out to his wife. Or something. Do it smartly. Because you don't want to end up in a situation where you steal somebody's man. And then you're like, oh, shoot. What I really end up with here, boy? What I really end up here with? And again, some women are with men for survival because they're making a plan to escape a situation.
The wild thing, this is the auntie of the bunch. And ladies nowadays, they're not trying to hear you, auntie. I'm sorry. I love what you're doing, but they'll see this lady talking and turn the other channel. Now, they don't even have to turn the other channel. Actually, they'll be watching a video and say, next. They'll scroll to the next thing right away. The video was long. Number one, they're going to say, wait, she's talking about this? Oh, no. I'm out of here. It's kind of like at the beginning of the video, you see what the video is about. Because that's what we just did. We saw what it's about. What are they going to say? Skip that. Why? Because most of them are thinking like this.
I be the bitch to say it. Nigga, you can find.
It's not messed up to be a mistress. You know what it's messed up to be? A husband that got a mistress.
You make women look stupid as. But first of all, Sid from Ice Age, is that you? Is that you? Because it looked like you, okay? I mean, you must not be doing movies no more, so now you fucking with people's husbands. I mean, come on. If you think a married nigga is better than a single nigga because he going home to his wife, who's to say that he's not only fucking you? He could be fucking bitches too. So, I mean, you don't want community dick, but you ended up with it anyway. I mean, what the?
They could care less. Why? Because it's easy. And let me tell you something. This is why when you ladies get into marriage, you got to give your man some. You got to get that man some, or somebody else is going to make sure he's satisfied. What do I mean? I mean, it happens a lot of times at work. A lot of times that man will find the person to make him smile in more than one way right there at the job. You know, at the job, they have job wise, where a guy comes home from his wife, or he may talk to his job wife about the boom boom you not giving him. Get some of that. I know I'm talking to somebody. Message. Pay attention, ladies.
Take somebody's man. Doesn't matter whose man it is. You remember this. That woman is living with him. She knows the real him. All you know is what you see on the outside and what he shows you. Mess around and think you stealing a good man and you done stole the devil itself. And it goes both ways. I love you. Be well.
Yeah, that's very true, but they don't care. These girls want the devil. You know when they say patriarchy, shouting that to the mountaintops, kill patriarchy. What are they talking about? The natural order of things. So yeah, they could care less. They're like, oh, they welcome Satan with hands held high. Sad but true.
For a long time. So I have a chapter in here called Do Married Men Really Treat You Better? There was a moment in my life where if it was bills, if it was helping me through college, if it was my birthday and holidays, those are the men that showed up in my life.
You can't make this.
And
so she used men for birthdays, holidays, and certain things. Those men proved to be more stable. This is sad. Why couldn't you get that from a guy you were dealing with? I understand you were a little chubby, but still, you could have got that from somebody.
And I've definitely outgrown that now. I'm 35. I'm not looking to be anybody's side chick, but it leans into just a lot of me realizing the lack of worth that I had for myself, the lack of respect I had for myself. And unfortunately, I was like a slave to the dollar. But like, how else are these bills getting paid? Like, I bartended, I worked, I did multiple jobs all the time. But yeah, it was always like, okay, well, if I could spend your money. And to me, if you're a married man, this ain't about love. So you want something out of me, I want something out of you. And it was like those types of conversations that I was having in my
She was selling it. That's what she was doing. Selling it. So many girls nowadays are doing the same thing. It was all about money. What is she doing? And if that's what you're doing, it's okay. It's just that you probably won't admit it. I was selling it.
early, like my late teens, early 20s, that kind of shaped the way I view relationships even today.
So that make you like, man, I can't really.
I mean, to me, it's maybe why I lean into ethical non-monogamy. I don't believe in monogamy. I think that traditional way of thinking is unrealistic.
Okay.
You can love multiple people. When we come into romantic partnerships, we have unrealistic expectations of our partners. So we could have multiple friends. We could have multiple siblings that we love. We love both parents. We love grandparents, uncles, aunts. We're taught to love all of these people. But however, when we get into a romantic relationship, it has to be only this person, the possessiveness of it.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It doesn't appear natural to me.
Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Doesn't appear natural. Yeah, I bet you would want to have it your way. Look, if I'm with you, because she will probably say this, you're with a man. You think the man's going to want you cheating with Tom, Sam, and Clarence? No. See, you get comfortable in this relationship, then she's like, oh, I'm going to go hang out with this person at 10 o'clock at night. That's not okay. See, the freedom, they start throwing freedom in there. And then before you know it, oh, you keep me trapped up in the house. Listen, lady, while I'm trapped up in the house, I'm the kind of guy to do things and make an income. If you're dealing with a guy like that, you either get on the program or kick rocks. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. What you say? Seriously, that's how it gotta be.
Stuff like, I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl. Yeah, bitch, if you a girl's girl, why don't you share your nigga, bitch? Share your nigga with your bitch then. If you's a girl's girl, share your nigga.
It's an evil world we live in.
You can't be a girl's girl when you feel like it. You can't be a girl's girl when it's time to get your nails done and when it's time to watch the No Cry and listen to the new bitch R&B album that dropped that knows she's a gay nigga and now she want to cry about it on a record. That's not what being a girl's girl is about. And calling her man when you see her cheating. A girl's girl will be like, you know what? My friend is doing bad and I got a good man. I should share my man with my homegirl. We could both be happy. Why is it right for me to be happy and my homegirl not be happy? Why is it right for me to have good dick and my homegirl don't have good dick? If you's a girl, you will share your nigga.
And you know, guys, they will have no problem with that. But guys, this reminds me. They say what happens in the Bible back then will happen again. Because what does it sound like to you? It sounds a lot. Everything happening nowadays sounds a lot like Sodom and Gomorrah. That's where these things happened at. Sharing wives, sharing guys, sharing girls. Sodom and Gomorrah. And what happened? What did God do to that place? You can't even trace its history. He burned it to a crisp. Sad to say, but that's what's going to happen to the people that engage in that nowadays. And I'm spitting facts. I'm not trying to scare anyone. This is all facts.
I'm gonna get into this lotto thing real quick. I already know this ain't gonna do the rodeo post numbers, because whenever we get to talking some real and we get into some real game, all of a sudden y'all check out, and this might be highly offensive. So this is my disclaimer, especially to the women. It's gonna be highly offensive. I'm just letting you know that off top. You ain't dealt with no woman if you ain't never heard a woman say something and do the total opposite. You have never dealt with a woman if you ain't heard her say some shit and she do the total opposite. You see it all the time. Women deal with married men, all of them. It doesn't matter the socioeconomic background. It doesn't matter what they believe, good or bad. Many of them will deal with married men. How do I know? I was a married man who was married for a long time and always dealt with other women. That's just how it goes. Quick story time, real quick story time. I'm with a group of friends. We out one night. This is years ago. I'm married. Of course, I was getting down. I let it be known I was getting down. In this group of friends, one of the ladies who was a friend of mine kind of goes in on me about that. Oh, it's bad. You ain't shit. For the most part, she wasn't super disrespectful, but that's what she said. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? You must think I'm the worst thing since motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Sliced cheese. Following week, I see her out at a spot. She not around the homies. She by herself. I see her. I'm really going to hang with her as a friend. Drinks get the flowing. Woo, 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 woo. And that conversation that was friendly went to being explicit. 4 hours later, I'm at her crib and the relationship turned explicit. Moral of the story. She talked all day in front of them friends, but later on, you know what I'm saying, she was giving up that cat. So women will say things and do something totally different. They will break rules for the men they want. And it doesn't matter if these men are attached to other women. That's why the whole concept of women like men with, options, that have options that other women are wanting, signaling that that man has some sort of value. Yes, women will sleep with that man. So I don't look at Lotto different. I don't look at, these women will do that. That's why I don't listen to relationship gurus that are women. I don't really listen to women for certain things. I really just don't, because I don't look at them as leaders in that magnitude. I just don't see them that way. So that's really red pill. Like, women might come on here and hear that shit. Oh, he's a chauvinist. He's red pill. He's blah, 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 blah.
Yes,
but I've had experience, real lived experiences to see that's how women get down. Another example of how bipolar women could be, they'll be studs, be the man of the house 1 year, and the next year got a baby in their stomach and a wig on their head. This is not a pandering statement. As men, we are in control. That man in control of putting a baby in that lady or not. That man is in control of that. He know he got a woman, whether he married or not, got kids, and he put a baby. We know what's up. When you lay down with this woman, you know what's going on. The saying that I have here is what? If you're not having sex with your wife, you're causing the chaos. If you're not having sex with your husband, you're living in the chaos. Everyday people do this, folks do. Women have babies by married men every day, B. And married men have side children all the time. No, it's not right. Yes, we should look at it and condemn it. And we should want better for our families and conventional families and marriages. That's totally true. I'm not here saying that that's, a good thing at all. And I'm glad that we have these social moments so we could talk about it. But we ain't finna vilify this lady. You know what I'm saying? We ain't finna vilify this lady because and there's a lot of women on here doing that too. I also want to say this. It don't matter what she look like. Y'all get caught up in pretty and looks and all that. Man, women are more alike than not, no matter how they look. Anybody can get it. Nobody is bigger than the program.
And this man said it. And you know what I like? He talked about what he saw throughout time. And what I've saw throughout time is that a lot of girls, believe it or not, like to have more than one guy as well. As you guys see that, you saw in the first clip, right? The two girlfriends who were ready to share a guy. They've shared guys before. Also, they allow guys to share them. You understand? But one of them will get with non-guys. And then they'll keep it on the low that they've been trained. But do you know how many girls have been trained? It'll blow your mind. So many girls like that. And when you realize it, it's too late. Like a lot of times, by the time guys find out, you saw videos like that. A guy find out his girl been trained 4 years later. Maybe he bumped into somebody, said, "Oh, I know her. Yeah, me and my boys, we trained you." Like, what? You did what? Blow your mind.
Can't tell me that I'm lying. Most women like two types of men with clout and social status, and men with wives and girlfriends. Don't ask me why. I don't know if it's their need for attention or their need to be competitive. It's like they don't even pay the single hardworking man any attention. But ladies, let me let you in on a little secret, okay? That man with a whole bunch of followers, 1 million followers, and social status does not mean he has any money. And for the man that's married or has a girlfriend, he is not leaving his wife. So play your position as you need to, but I need you guys to think a little bit smarter, okay? Stop being so superficial. Let's go into this next year not being stupid.
Yeah, but they're never gonna learn. This is gonna keep happening, right? Why is it? Because people want to do what makes them feel good, especially females. They need to feel. I don't know. I just feel like you're not talking to females the right way. I feel like you hurt my feelings. I said like a little kid, you hurt my feelings. To a man, that's what it sounds like. Kiddish, blah, 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 mumble talk.
That any man that's like super obsessed with boobs and fake boobs is someone that you should stay away from. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. And it's hard to put your finger on what it is, but there's something very sinister about a man that's like too into boobs. And I want to add to that like if you say you're
a man that's too into boobs, he's just a man. Seriously, when I was younger, I was more of a boob man. I was into boobs with a little, little frame. And then as I got older, I wanted a little butt. And then I got more into boobs again. You go in and out. And then I like boobs and butt at the same time. But then as you get older, you like the boobs and the butt. It's like the full package. But let the video finish.
Boob guy, but you only like fake boobs. There's nothing wrong with fake boobs. But if you exclusively like fake boobs or only like super duper perky natural boobs, you're not actually a boob guy. And I would actually venture to say you probably don't even really like women. And I won't elaborate on that.
It's almost as if women have run out of things to shame men for. Like now you're shaming men for something that they're naturally attracted to that only women have. I think I would actually argue that it's women that are skewed because I think because of social media and the typical body of women that we see on social media, that a lot of women actually don't realize how many there are out there that are very large, very natural, very perky. But you're probably not going to find that on a woman that's 100 pounds soaking wet. So ladies, no, you're working against yourselves here, okay? Because men that love those are, I would argue, men that actually like more of a natural body. And from what I was hearing, what I thought, women are all about that, aren't they?
You know they're not. They're about fake bodies, fake boobs. But some ladies do take the stuff out their butt and put it next to their boob area, or they'll see them get jobs and then they get the breast done at the same time. So a lot of ladies are doing it. But to what she's saying, they will shame you for everything. That's why men don't listen. And they wonder why. Because too many of us are saying no. So they have to share men. This is why. Because of things like this. Also, you can just keep adding one on top of the other, and go. Yeah. Dating is screwed.
Would date if it was legal, because this is Toby Maguire. He's 50 and his girlfriend is 20. He also has a daughter who's 19. His girlfriend and his daughter were born the same year. And it's not like he was a young dad. He wasn't a teen parent. He had his daughter when he was in his 30s. His girlfriend can't even legally have a drink. His girlfriend was born after Spider-Man 2 came out. And see, to me, that's weird.
I hear this argument a lot from low IQ women that you can't date a woman because she could be your daughter. So let's test this logic. Does this same logic apply if I'm 60 years old and I'm dating a 40-year-old woman? Because that could be my daughter. Are you against those relationships? No. Of course not. Why? Because those ones are in your favor. You're only against the relationships that aren't in your favor. That's the thing about women, especially feminism. It has no objective standards, just whatever they feel benefits women at the time. That's why you see all these blatant contradictions. Like, for example, an 18-year-old, she can be a stripper. She can be an OF worker. She can sell her pussy at 18 to 50-year-old men. No problem, because they feel that the woman is the one benefiting from that situation, right? She's leveraging her pussy for money. She's selling that shit like it's produce. Do they have a problem with this? Of course they don't. Because they have no objective standards. I'm not supposed to date a girl because she has something in common with my daughter. What if they have the same eye color? What if they have the same name? What if they're the same sign? They're both cancers. Can I date her then?
Oh, that's a little weird. I couldn't date somebody with my daughter's name. I don't know. That's me. I just couldn't do it. He should have said that.
Does this logic apply to your brother? Can you not date someone that your brother's age because that could be your brother? Does that make any fucking sense? It's not my daughter. It could be your daughter. It's not my daughter. I remember in a episode of that zombie show, The Walking Dead, the main villain at the time, they were trying to appease him. They were trying to talk him out of doing some evil shit. And so the guy's dad is like, I have a daughter. You have a daughter. Surely you can understand as a father. And he goes, that's not my daughter.
Yeah, it's not his daughter. And if she doesn't have the same name, because you know what we're doing is just like, oh yeah, Jessica. My daughter's name is Jessica, and I'm thinking about her in my dreams, and that would just freak me out. But let's continue.
From the perspective of a woman submitting to a man, does that apply before you're married?
I think so.
Do you feel like you're learning that now? Do you feel like you are doing that now? Or
I feel like I'm naturally doing that now. I'm learning that now. But I didn't always do that. And I think that's why niggas was like, this bitch gotta go. Shit. I think you should start. I kind of always looked at marriage and dating like cars. My mama always bought a lot of cars. I'm not gonna buy a Honda and hope it turn into a Lexus. I'm buying this GLE AMG because it's a GLE AMG. Like, I'm not gonna hope that it's gonna turn into an AMG once I bought it. You do kind of gotta show a man that you are capable of that. Now, I think there's limits. You have to have discernment to know who to be submissive to. You do have to show yourself to be a wife before you can expect to become one.
that, again, it comes with discernment, because when a man naturally leads, that's when a woman feels safe and she feels like she can be submissive. I say this all the time. I feel like a strong woman does not want to lead. Like, we don't want to.
But if you ain't led yourself to the water, why would I think that you could lead me to the water? You ain't been to the bathroom. So how you know where the bathroom at and gonna tell me where the bathroom at? I'm gonna ask somebody who know.
Right.
Now, if this man walk like he know what he talking about and what he doing, then it's like, all right, babe, let me follow you.
They're at the beginning stages, right? What do I mean? There's a lot of regular guys and a lot of regular females out there. And I'll tell you something, before I left the West, I was a regular guy. I was. I didn't make 50,000. I may have made 65 to 70, but still a very regular man. And what females have to understand is that you have to show a man early you can get on his program, especially if he's making 50. You know, I gotta say this. What needs to happen, and they don't want to do it, so it makes no sense saying it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Regular females need to get with regular guys. And until that can happen, things are gonna stay the way they are. And that, I just want to thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Peace out. See you next video.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.